Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. I gotta thank I'm getting new subscribers every day, and I don't get notifications for them, but leave a comment so I know who you are, and yeah, be awesome. Thank you so much. But okay, so a couple days ago, we reviewed Creek Fine Cut Wintergreen. Yesterday, we reviewed Creek Long Cut Straight. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to review Creek Fine Cut Natural. That's right. Now, I gotta say, people, Hillary sent me these cans of Creek, mainly because she'd never seen them before, and she was pretty sure I'd never tried them, and so she wanted me to at least have them for the review. You know, they're a budget dip. It's extremely cheap from what I gather. You know, I don't know. I don't know the deal. I from what I know, it's a super budget dip. You know, it has the 75 cents off emblazoned on the label. It's not like a sticker. It's like right on there. You know. So in all honesty, people, from the reviews I had seen and everything I'd heard and everything I knew about Silver Creek, which is what this is an upgrade or a repackaging of Silver Creek dip, which I had also never tried. But what I heard about it, I didn't hear anything good about it. So in all honesty, I didn't have high hopes for the Creek line of snuff. But ladies and gentlemen, I was really impressed yesterday with the Creek Straight. It's a straight dip. I don't really like straight dips, you know, and this is one that I kind of like, you know. It's kind of like I don't know, like it's kind of like the poor man's Skoal straight, you know what I mean? Like it's not bad, nothing wrong with it at all. It's just it's a budget dip. The Creek Wintergreen has surprised me incredibly because I've often said my favorite dip is the Skoal Original Fine Cut, which not many people would say is their favorite dip. I don't think, at least in our circles. But and I found this Creek. I've been dipping this pretty solidly. I've used most of the can up. And this is just kind of like a poor man's Skoal Fine Cut, really. Like it's not an overly sweet wintergreen. You know, it's fine cut. It's very similar. So all in all, I've been really impressed with the Creek line so far. So today we're gonna see how the Creek Natural Fine Cut goes. Now, one of my other favorite dips is Copenhagen Fine Cut Natural. And I also love Stoker's Fine Cut Natural. Or not, when I say Copenhagen, I mean Copenhagen Snuff. One thing I don't like about these Creek cans is the rubbery paper they use. Even though there is a perforation, it's still annoying. It's hard to get the lid off. Although I did figure out a trick. Now, if you can't get your dip can open because the lid's stuck or whatever, pop it in the freezer for about 3 minutes and take it out and it'll come right off. So there you go. So we have, now the only difference between this can and the others is a couple words, natural, fine cut, and the gray background. Now I don't know. That's kind of like like every dip has a color denomination to it. Like wintergreen's always kind of like this sort of shade of green somewhere in that world, and same with straight. It's always somewhere in that color code word, whatever brand you choose. And gray is or silver is often like skull natural is gray. Copenhagen extra long cut natural is gray. Copenhagen snuff is silver. So it's kind of following in that model of being gray or silver or whatever they're going for. So now all we have left to do is crack the can. This is a product made by Swisher International from Wheeling, West Virginia. Okay, this dip is, that's the cut we're looking at. So it's kind of a random fine cut. It's certainly not a snuff cut. And the dip in the can is like, it's such a high moisture level, you can make mud pies out of it. And, the desk took a hit. That's a bit of a YouTube dipper in joke, I think. Alright, so we're gonna try this stuff out, see how it goes. Now, I found the pinchability on the wintergreen fine cut to be fantastic. Let's see how this goes. You can usually get a whole lip in one pinch. Yeah, pinchability's great. Maybe I'll add a little filler, but essentially I got a whole lip out of one pinch. When I go poking around my Copenhagen snuff can, it takes me about 3 pinches to get a good lip. Yeah, like that's essentially what I got out with one pinch and a little baby pinch. So pretty good. Now the taste of it, it's a lot of natural dip is pretty salty. Copenhagen snuff, for example, especially Stoker's fine cut natural, it's very very salty, along with their long cut. This is not very very salty. I like it. It's for a natural, it's a real easy mellow natural. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It's mellow. You don't get that instant fucking twinge of heavy nicotine absorption and salt. It just it does have a salt content. Don't get me wrong, but it's just nothing comparative to others that I've had. It's kind of along with being mellow, it's kind of drab tasting. To me now, back in the 90s, I when Skoal came out with all the colors of the rainbow that I could get. One of them was Skoal. They called it Classic Original, I think, something like that. But it was it was like a new product, and it was just Skoal's natural dip, right? And I guess they still make it. I don't know. And kind of the like when I did try a can of it once, and I only tried it once. But the two things I took away from dipping that can was it tasted very drab. Like this has that same thing going on. It's pretty plain Jane, you know. It's good. I don't mind it. I like it. I'll dip the can happily. I love dipping fine cut natural stuff. And all in all, you know, like there's no shitty alcohol taste. There's no. I don't feel sketched out putting this stuff in my face. You know, a lot of the cheaper brands that you can get, I don't feel very good about dipping them. You know, like Kayak or Derringer's one of the worst I've had. Sago is the worst I've had. That's not really a budget dip though. It's just a shitty Canadian dip. But yeah, all in all, for a rating out of 10, it's a tough one because it's not great by any means, but it's not bad by any means. It's just kind of there, you know. So it kind of rides right in the middle. So I'm gonna just because it has a nice packaging. I like the tin design and all that. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because yeah, I think that's about fair for it. I don't exactly know how much Hillary paid for these, but I don't think she could remember either. But you know, they're for a budget line, they're pretty good. You know, I'm gonna like all these like this is I don't I was especially surprised about Straight because I don't that's not my first can I'd go for, and it's actually pretty good. And budget straights I've had, no bueno, but that was pretty good. And this wintergreen, I'm dead impressed with because, to my tastes, I really like it. I could see why other people wouldn't like it. Certainly, if you're a Copenhagen wintergreen guy and somebody gave you a can of this and said, "Here, try this," you'd probably be fucking grossed out and want to punch the guy. But I quite like it, you know. Yeah, so there you go. I've reviewed all of the Creek series of dips, and there we go. All the colors of the Creek world, and I've enjoyed all of them. So that's a nice surprise because I didn't think I'd like them as much as I do. So thanks a lot, Hillary, for these. Up next, I think I have some Bobby Stoker's Red Supreme, and I also have this pound bag of Bobby Stoker Apple. And I don't know which one I want to do first because I know they're both going to be great. But anyhow, that's all I have for you for this review. I will see you soon. Be well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye now.